strong and sound, a life that is being built on a firm foundation, is a necessary part of a strong nation. Rural leaders make this life what it should be. Helping to build these leaders is the Junior Farmer Association of Ontario. This association has an extensive program of local meetings, projects, competitions, and conferences. Tonight, at this typical Junior Farmer Club meeting, there is a guest speaker. His subject is county government. Most clubs use speakers quite frequently on their programs. Their subjects are only limited by the interests of the members. Junior Farmer Clubs in Ontario have been operating since 1907. In 1944, the Junior Farmer Association of Ontario was formed to coordinate local clubs and to provide further training in leadership. Today, under the supervision of a provincial board of directors, there are 7,500 affiliated members in some 330 local and county organizations. The girls section of the regular Junior Farmer meeting features clothing, homemaking knowledge and skills, and home crafts, topics not of special interest to the boys. Roll calls, demonstrations, and discussions bring out their slogan of something to do, something to see, and something to hear. Sponsoring 4-H homemaking clubs for younger girls may also be a part of their responsibility. While the girls are having their separate meeting, the boys are not idle. Tonight, their demonstration is on how to judge a class of winter wheat, but at other times it might deal with farm machinery or cropping practices. Besides demonstrations, discussions, and practical projects, the boys plan and carry out activities which result in a better rural community. Some of these projects have been addressing mailboxes, beautifying farm entrances, or making township soil surveys. A typical club evening closes with a social hour, where dancing and party games complete the program. But club meetings are not all of the association's program. To further the aim of trading leaders, an annual leadership training camp is conducted at Geneva Park on Lake Couchiching. From this county-wide club, 2 delegates, a boy and a girl, will be chosen to attend the week-long September camp session. This camp, a project sponsored by the Ontario Department of Agriculture in cooperation with the Junior Farmer Association of Ontario, was established in 1947 to bring representatives from each county together and provide a training for capable rural leaders. To organize the Junior Farmer Leadership Camp requires much preparation. Mr. T.R. Hilliard, Associate Director of Extension for the Ontario Department of Agriculture and Secretary-Treasurer of the Junior Farmer Association, starts these preparations at least 2 months ahead of the departure date. Many hours are spent drawing up the camp duty lists, daily programs, tribal divisions, and other important particulars. The camp is run on an Indian style, and tribal division is arranged ahead of time. A letter containing preparatory instructions is sent to each chosen delegate. One of the 2 delegates from this county, Jim Martin, is all set to leave for camp. The pre-camp letter with the list of clothing required and the traveling instructions came in very handy. Jim and his mother are off to meet the girl delegate at the railroad station. The other county delegate, Mary Kennedy, is checking her pre-camp letter to see that she has everything. Expectation of the coming week is at its highest right now. Club friends meet, and in their estimation, the traveling time can't pass too quickly. Next stop, Toronto's Union Station, where all the delegates meet for the trip to Lake Couchiching. All the chosen delegates meet in Toronto's Union Station, where chartered buses wait to carry them to Geneva Park. Mr. Hilliard is on hand to greet the arrivals, and a word of welcome is given each camper before he enters the bus. A 2-hour bus ride, a happy one amid songs and talk, serves to provide a meeting ground for the many new people who will live together for the next week. Approximately 80 junior farmers arrive at camp, beginning a time that all have anxiously anticipated for many weeks. All campers live in cabins, and soon after arrival they are allocated to their new homes. The camp program will commence immediately, since the campers have been previously divided into 5 Indian tribes, each with a chief and a sagamore. The staff tribe acts purely in an advisory capacity, and the junior farmer motto, self-help and community betterment, is practiced to the letter. All those on the staff tribe have been previously selected to give to the campers the benefit of their experience. There is a member of the staff tribe to head up every camp activity, whether it be sports, photography and extension, music, forestry, crafts, program planning, or social recreation. Their initial meeting gives the instructors a chance to check their time schedules and go over details of their responsibilities. At general tribal meetings immediately after first settlement, the chief and the sagamore begin to organize their tribe. After showing how it is to be worn, a blue headdress, symbolic of the Algonquin tribe, is given to each brave. Black-covered copies of the duty list, which allocates daily tasks to the 5 Indian tribes, are also given to each Algonquin brave. Flag raising, flag lowering, evening vespers, preparing the evening program, chief camper, and receiving special visitors are the duties which rotate among the Ojibwe, Algonquin, Iroquois, and Huron tribes. These duties change every day. Although the camp offers a varied program in entertaining events, the purpose of it all is not just relaxation, but progress through participation, and education through planning and discussion. The first evening's program is directed by the staff tribe. Party games, such as this round of bingo, are on the agenda. This is the beginning of a week of friendly competition that is stimulated by the record of accumulated tribal points. Pet the Cat adds to the fun and singles out campers in an effort to destroy self-consciousness. The campers build up a varied repertoire of games by the end of the week. The camp day is planned before arrival, and at all times there is a program underway. Reveille is at 7 a.m., early for some, yet late for others. This morning, the Mohawk tribe takes the flag-raising ceremony, after which the campers go to breakfast. At breakfast, the campers get a word of advice from the padre. Known as the morning crumb, it is equivalent to a thought for the day. One morning it might be, people who say I can't are really saying to themselves, I won't try. Or a few words centered around, the true calling of a Christian is not to do extraordinary things, but to do ordinary things in an extraordinary way. The padre acts at the camp in an advisory capacity only, and is always available for consultation whenever there is a problem. At 8:30 a.m., each tribe meets to make the necessary arrangements concerning their duties for that day. Tribal meetings are the first step in emphasizing leadership and responsibility to the junior farmers. An Ojibwe brave makes a motion that her tribe enter a tap-dancing duet in Wednesday evening's program. Since the Ojibways are responsible for a well-planned program on Wednesday, pre-planning is a necessary step. The camper learns what it means to practice teamwork and is impressed with the idea that the menial jobs must be tackled and done as well as those which are more rewarding. Instruction in songs and song leading follows the tribal meetings. Here the camper learns how to conduct an assembly and group singing. The various techniques learned will be valuable assets at county meetings. Following the sing-song, the camp is divided into 2 groups, rotating each day between physical and social recreation. Archery is included in physical recreation, along with leadership classes in other sports. Basketball is popular with the boys and is played in the camp gym. Baseball, a more inclusive sport, further impresses the need for teamwork on all participants. When the lake waters are calm, there is an opportunity to try a hand at canoeing. Mary decided she would take this instruction in her physical recreation period. She soon finds handling a canoe comparatively easy. Volleyball, also played in the gym, is a popular sport with everyone. Nearly every Canadian lives near a body of water, if not a lake, just a river or stream. The number of favorite swimming spots has impressed upon everyone the need for competent lifesavers. Instruction is thus very valuable. It is hoped that each camper will be able to take his knowledge back to the county organization. Social recreation includes instruction and participation in the many camp crafts. Leatherworking is an art. Mary often sits in on these classes, for this instruction is given by the waterfront, where she also takes canoeing. During the week, campers make belts, slippers, or wallets. Many of the boys are interested in photography and extension work. 1 hour each day is devoted to these subjects. For those who are interested in reforestation, one may learn proper planting procedure. These small trees will grow to provide a dense border essential in woodlot preservation. Swim period runs from 11 to 12 before lunch. Both Mary and Jim take advantage of the period. Excellent waterfront facilities make it possible to enjoy this relaxation to the fullest. All campers enter the dining hall together, as the meal times provide a chance for everyone to become better acquainted. At lunch, the campers have a chance to practice their abilities acquired in leading group singing. Anyone may be called upon to lead the songs held after dinner, and throughout the week, a point is made to give every camper this opportunity. Many songs may be accompanied by appropriate motions, and teaching these to the camp body is excellent training for rural leaders. Quiet period provides the campers with time to write home or make more complete notes on activities from which they have already benefited. Notes are made summarizing each part of the daily program. They may then be used at club meetings to pass on instruction received at camp. A cabin inspection has already taken place, and an award given to the cleanest cabin. The most untidy cabin of the day is also judged and mentioned as a stimulus to better efforts the next day. Mary makes sure her cabin stays neat. A tidy cabin makes camp life a comfort rather than an effort. Time is short at camp, though, and at 2 o'clock, the campers must prepare to take part in the afternoon program. One of the most important periods of the day follows with instruction in program planning. The methods taught are given with the idea of improving the procedure and agenda at home meetings. Regular lectures are given, and each day a new thought is introduced. Points on leadership, such as program building, making programs work, usage of proper grammar, panel discussion, and impromptu speeches are stressed over a 5-day period. The camp is once again divided into interest groups between 3 and 4 p.m. One of the more colorful of these is the drama class. These campers receive instruction on drama techniques. Pageants such as this one are helpful in emphasizing poise and grace of movement. Few people do not enjoy a square dance. To carry out the intricate movements correctly, however, is really a question of skill and practice. The gym, therefore, is used in the afternoon for this purpose. Here one may learn the various calls or perfect the rhythmic techniques. For diversion, some of the campers try their hand at the Danish chatis. This folk dance is often confusing, especially when trying it for the first time. Never give up, though. There must be a way. Everyone looks for mail. This period before supper is no exception in a camper's day. The evening meal, like breakfast and dinner, is a time for friendly tribal competitions. This brave from the Mohawk tribe is challenging all comers to a contest of balancing an orange on a knife. It may look easy, but watch out. Move away the soup bowls first. These games serve to better acquaint the 5 tribes. The flag lowering ceremony takes place immediately after supper. It is an impressive sight to see the campers lined up singing the national anthem. As the flag is lowered, the sun begins its descent, an inspiring sight over the still lake waters. Vesper services at the lakeshore are conducted by a different tribe every evening. For 15 minutes, the Iroquois tribe leads the camp in singing hymns and giving thanks for daily guidance. This prayer service is symbolic not only of tribal preparation, but also of the devotion needed in everyday life. The evening programs highlight the days. These vary each night from party games to folk parties, camp concerts to council ring powwows. Quite a change is noticeable as the week progresses, for the campers become more and more efficient at planning and staging their own programs. This evening, 2 braves from the Ojibwe tribe entertain with a step dancing duet. As each day closes, the camper has witnessed many new experiences and learned much that will be of benefit in furthering junior farmer work throughout leadership across the province. They have learned through participation in the various programs that it takes training to build strong rural leaders. On other evenings, the program calls for a council ring. Tribal initiative is shown well here, for each tribe must present an entertaining skit or game that will be indicative of thought in preparation. The chief of the Big Feet tribe is quite adept at telling ghost stories, and in this case presents costume competition with a highly decorative medicine man. The Sunday morning interdenominational church service is held on this point by the lakeshore. It is an impressive dedication as all tribes gather to worship together. The entire service is planned and carried out by the campers. The choir practices in their spare time for days ahead to master the part singing. By Sunday, they give an inspiring presentation of their hymn. The challenge of change, the sermon preached, was completely prepared and delivered by the camper himself. After church, the campers get a chance to relax. Some play horseshoes, others just walk about the campsite, drinking in the morning sunshine. Horseshoes seems to be a favorite with this brave. The staff tribe are not relaxing, however, for now it's their turn to clean house in preparation for the Sunday afternoon tea. Tea time arrives all too soon. Campers, visitors, and officials congregate at the staff house to talk over the many interesting experiences gained throughout the week. This tea is more of a formal affair, and for the benefit of campers who may have forgotten the name of one of the staff tribes, and similarly the names of other campers, introductions are made. This is actually the campers' opportunity to say goodbye to the many friends made throughout the week, and to promise to uphold camp standards in home organizations. On Sunday evening, a special candle lighting service is held. An impressive sight and a reverent atmosphere are created by darkness broken only by the combined light of candles and a fire. The spirit of the camp is in charge of the program. Chosen by the campers, this brave symbolizes the best in loyalty, cooperation, understanding, and willingness, the true spirit of the camp. The fire is symbolic of the light and store of knowledge. Its light is absorbed by all, and each camper promises to carry it back to his or her farm and community. The campers leave for home early the next morning. Their job now will be to pass on the training in leadership and the camp standards instilled in them throughout the past week at Geneva Park. The camp is but a memory now. Jim and Mary, our 2 delegates, have returned to their daily tasks, but at the next Junior Farmer Club meeting, their fellow club members can notice a difference. Yes, they're still the same people, basically, but now Jim is able to do the calling for the square dances, and he's good at it, too. Remember the leatherworking classes which Mary took in the mornings at camp? That Mary is able to put her training into practice is a basic purpose of the camp. Sing-songs are always fun. Jim enjoys them more than ever now that he feels he is able to get up and lead some of the numbers. After the week at the leadership camp, both Jim and Mary are able to lead the club in group singing. It won't be long before other members, having learned the new songs and actions, will be ready to take their places at the front too. Mary and Jim are now better equipped to take more active parts in their club's affairs. One of their major responsibilities is to give a detailed report on the camp program so that others may benefit. The Ontario Junior Farmer Camp is host to 80 club members each year. Each year, 80 more leaders take their places with the youth of today, our leaders of tomorrow.